Hello, my name is Karina, and welcome back to the Paranormal edition of Talkin Talons. For episode 2, we'll be covering stories from Flores.
Hello, my name is Josie Flores. I've been employed with Mission CISD for 35 years, and I will premise this by saying that I really don't believe in the supernatural, but this is something that occurred and happened to me several times. I used to be the director of the High Flyers, and we used to have the dance room in the old gym, which is one of the original buildings, because if you don't know, this pool was built in 1964. So a lot of the original buildings are still here. And one of those buildings was the Eagle Gym, which is the little gym. And our dance room was in the back. It used to be an old PE room. And I would go in there during 8th period because it was my conference. We had 9th period High Flyers after. And I would be sitting facing away from the door on the computer, getting things ready. And I would hear the door open and close. So I would just, I would get ready to maybe hear somebody go, "Hey, Miss Flores, what's going on?" And a good 5 seconds in, there'd be nothing. So I would go turn around, and I was like, "Hello, is anybody there?" And there would be nobody there, but I clearly would hear the door open and shut. And that happened to me several times. And I don't know, call it a ghost, I'm not sure, but that happened to me several times, and that's my story of things that would happen to me here at Mission High School.
You know what? I believe that one.
Me too.
I believe that one. That one. It's an old building.
Okay.
I really think maybe, or actually, is it ghost?
Okay.
Because I've heard a lot of stories.
Well, like that's okay, but I work in I own old buildings. I work construction, and I know house pressure in certain parts of the house. If the pressure's high enough, the door will open by itself. It also happens at my house.
Really?
So I'm so I'm kind of skeptical about.
But those doors are heavy, though.
Yeah,
I
You
mean,
have to have a force.
No,
Never-
it doesn't really matter. It's literally it will force open anything if the pressure is high enough.
I mean, yeah, it is an old building though.
Yeah, and
So I
we
wouldn't
have
doubt
some
that
own
maybe the
buildings, too.
stands, the supports aren't as strong as they were then. But then, like I said, it is an old building. I really doubt maybe there could be ghosts in it too.
That's the only one I'm kind of skeptic about. But
That one,
That one, those
I think
things-
yeah, because it's there's an explainable reason.
but she said she's been here for several years. Those doors were new at one point. You get what I'm saying?
okay, I don't
Like-
think she was here from the beginning.
No, obviously, but they weren't that old to begin with at some point.
I mean, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
But it's an old building. I heard there's been a lot of weird activity there. Like that's the one spot I've heard there's a lot. So maybe she did hear a ghost. Surprised she didn't see
I
one
don't
though.
know. That's something I'm skeptical about.
I have friends who work at Central Office, and if you know the story behind Central Office, the original building that's on Bryan and Bryce, I believe, that building used to be Mission Hospital back in the 70s. So that building has a lot of history to it. I don't know when it was built, the first time it was built, but I imagine it's been there for a very long time. And so my friends who worked at Central Office said that those occurrences that would happen to them would be like they would be working, and this is in the evening when everybody's gone, and all of a sudden a light in an office would flicker or would turn on, and there would be nobody there. And then also they would hear what used to be called a gurney, and it's like the bed with wheels. Now it's a little bit more modern because the beds are more stable, but back in the day they would transfer you from the bed into what was called a gurney. And so they said also that they would be working, and all of a sudden you would hear down the hall, it'd be silent, but you would hear the squeaking of the wheels as it was coming down the hallway. And again, I'm talking about it and it's freaking me out just hearing it. Never happened to me, but it would happen to my friends, and they said that it was just a very, very bizarre and scary occurrence to them. And like I said, it used to be Mission Hospital. A lot of history with that building.
I believe that one.
But
sure.
No, I really don't.
For sure. A hospital?
That's why. That's freaky.
Yes.
That one, I would believe. I mean, at a hospital,
Yeah,
I'm like, come on.
I didn't even know about that until like now. That was
No,
weird.
man.
Yeah, I thought that you said that. Like, I didn't know that.
I wonder if we like go at 3 a.m. with you, all that shit.
The creaky.
Beep, beep.
Oh, I can just imagine just like the squeaking down the hallway.
Oh, maybe or it could be somebody's shooting. But it is a hospital. It used to be an old hospital.
Yeah.
And I don't know how old.
She said 70s. That's how old.
In the 70s?
Yeah.
So my friends would always talk about a student, a girl who had passed away at Mission Junior High. And I went to Mission Junior High. That was the only junior high that was here when I went to school. I'm a graduate of 1986. So back in the day, we just went to Mission Junior High. And so the science building was a 2-story building, but it was outside. Like, it wasn't like the stairs here at Mission High School with the A and the B. The stairs were cement stairs and they were outside. And the story goes that somebody fell down the stairs and passed away, a girl. So throughout the years, there have been all these occurrences that she appears or she's sitting on the stairs. So my friends and I drove by one night. It was late at night, and we saw somebody, and that I saw, like, we saw somebody sitting on the stairs. And I remember all of us really freaked out, and we were like, get out of here. We can't stay. We got to go. It was just, I can't explain it. There was nothing there. It was like 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. School's pitch black. There's no one around, but you could clearly see somebody sitting on the stairs. And so the legend has it that it was that girl.
I don't believe that. Because she said that it was pitch black, but then she said you could clearly see. How could you see if it's like pitch black?
Probably a white figure.
Yeah.
It could be a lot of stuff.
Well,
But look, that one, I mean,
I was kinda thinking of
if somebody did pass away there and she's haunting the stairs,
Yeah.
I see it. Like, I see it could be happening, right? But at the same time, why would a little girl just be there at the stairs? It's a ghost,
Exactly.
and I get it. I don't
I don't know,
think
okay, that-
I don't think she'll be. No, that's. I don't
Story
believe.
doesn't
I don't
matter.
believe that.
yeah, no, I don't,
Yeah.
okay, that's like the one I don't believe. I mean,
I'm glad we can all agree.
Yeah, I can agree on that.